नहीं नहीं ये वो से जो मार्केट से उसके मुताबिक आता है और जब ये उसको टच कर जाता है स्टॉप लॉस को या प्रॉफिट को तो फिर यहाँ पर जीरो या हाँ
Okay, what I'm saying, if you double tap your trade, अगर दो दफा क्लिक हो
तो वो गलती से दो दफे
दो ट्रेड
तो इसीलिए
all right.
All right. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another live session. You guys know what it is. We're live here every single day doing live trades, showing you guys how I make thousands and thousands of dollars every single day. So what are we going to do today? I'm going to go through exactly what I do, how I do it, and how you can also get started. Because remember, the main thing that I tell everybody here is that I don't sell anything. You never have to pay anything. And you should actually just come here and learn. That's all it really is. Okay, just come here and learn. Okay, so let's get started. By the way, you guys can put in the comments any questions that you guys have, and I'm gonna go through everything with you guys. Basically, my story, how I got started, and how you could get started. Why is it that we're the only ones that are even profitable in the markets and nobody else other than us is profitable? And how our system works, how you can actually take advantage of our system. Also, I'm going to be going over, what are the biggest mistakes that traders make, why you are bound to lose money if you're doing anything else. So all of these things we're going to be going over. All right, so let's get started. All right, what's going on, everybody? So the first thing that I want to go over is, what are some of the biggest mistakes that anyone makes when you start trading? Okay, so basically the biggest mistake, and it's important to just so basically one of the biggest mistakes that all traders will make is that, first of all, they're risking too much. Now, everybody says, there's all of these gurus and people online that are, that you're paying for courses and you're paying for bots and you're paying for all these subscriptions and you're getting scammed. And once you pay them, this is what they tell you. You should manage your risk. And you're like, yeah, but how do I do it? And they're like, just manage your risk. Okay. So they don't actually give you any real information. Then they'll say, use a strategy. And you'll be like, okay, what strategy do I use? And then they'll say, no, just use a strategy. And you'll say, okay. And they're like, okay, and just make sure that, you do it this way. And you're like, okay, what's the way to do it? And they're like, no, just figure out your own way. So actually what they're doing is you pay them, and they give you vague answers about everything. So everything is still mystical and mysterious and it's all up in the air. I'm the only one that tells you exactly what I'm doing in the markets to make thousands of dollars. All right, so let's get started. All right, let's see right here. Sunny saying, I try with demo, but I'm losing. The thing is when I'm in a trade and it shift color on the indicator. Now, here's the thing. So the first thing, again, is about risk management and consistency, okay? So when you're starting, it's good. When you're starting a business, what you have to remember is, let's say, and I'll give you guys this example, okay? Because everybody wants to start a business. Your mom's, nephews, sons, cousins, brothers, dogs, uncle also wants to start a business. Everybody wants to start a business. So now everyone thinks they're super smart and they're going to understand examples when it comes to business, okay? So let's say it's Monday and I say, okay, you guys see I have this Porsche right here. I'm like, all right, on Monday, I'm going to start selling this Porsche, okay? Now on Monday, I don't sell any of this car. And I don't make any money. And I say, this business doesn't work. Okay, this is, by the way, I've made millions of dollars doing this. So this is like over 10 years of experience that I'm telling you guys some business advice, okay? So what happens is, let's say Monday, I don't sell any of this Porsche car that I have here that's floating on my desk. and I say, okay, you know what? This business doesn't work. It's not profitable. It doesn't work. Okay, Sonny, I'm answering your question here. By the way, all of you guys ask your questions because I'm going to answer everyone's questions. Okay. So, right here, what happens is Monday, I don't sell any of these cars. I say, forget this business. It's trash. I'm going to start selling laptops on Tuesday. Okay. Now on Tuesday, I'm excited. I'm like, all right, let's go. Selling laptops. All right. Now I start selling laptops, and then Tuesday, I don't sell any laptops. I'm like, oh my God, this business is also trash. The laptop business doesn't work. It doesn't make any money. Okay. Now on Wednesday, I'm like, all right, you know what? It's time. I'm going to sell these diamond encrusted birds. Okay. Now on Wednesday, I don't sell any birds. And I say, oh, this business is trash. Are you guys catching my drift? What I'm trying to say is that if you keep changing what you're doing every single day, will you ever be successful? That's the question I'm trying to ask. The answer is no. Okay, you will never be successful. So when it comes to trading, why is it any different? It really is. Thank you for the gifts, guys. I appreciate that. That's crazy. Alana, I appreciate that gift. Let's go. For sure. That's what I'm here for. Kev is saying, will you provide your wallet address live so we can verify your trade? All right, so I'm trading on a licensed and regulated trading platform broker. It's not a crypto exchange, completely different thing. All right, so there we go. All right, so basically, the main thing that I'm trying to say here is that a lot of people come and they say, oh, you know, I tried trading for 2 days and it just wasn't working. I tried it for 3 days. It wasn't working. But if you say that about a business, people will literally laugh in your face. They will laugh at you. If you come and you say 3 days later, this business doesn't work. You know, the entire family table that you were like, hey, I'm starting a business. And now you're saying, oh, I tried it for 3 days. Doesn't work. They're all going to be like, I think this guy's lost his mind. Okay. So you cannot say that about trading unless you've been doing it consistently for a very long time. All right. That's what it really comes down to. So the same way, when you're following a trading strategy, you have to use it for at least 60 to 90 days consistently. Then you go through the data, you go through your trade history, and you actually see, okay, you know, what's my win percentage? What's my loss percentage? Like, how does it work? How are my trades doing? Do I need to modify anything? That's how this business works. All right. So, the Griffith thing, I feel like it's personal too. It's hard to use other strategies. Thank you for the gift. It keeps hovering on my head, which is pretty cool. There we go. All right. Do you share the strategy? Yeah, exactly. So I'm going to share the strategy with you guys right now, and then I'll tell you how we got to it. Okay. So basically, the one thing that you guys need to realize is anytime you see anyone that's doing technical analysis, that's analyzing these candles, okay? They're drawing support and resistance, and they're drawing trend lines, and there's head and shoulders, and there's the doji candle, and shooting star, and all. It's all nonsense. It's not real. It's fake. It's not profitable. Technical analysis does not work. Okay, technical analysis doesn't work. And I can sit here and confidently say that because I have tried it. And when I say I tried it, you guys know, I don't mean I've tried it for 2 days or 3 days. We actually got over 50 years of data because this is how the business works. It's all data and statistics. So we actually got over 50 years of data, which you actually have to buy. Just so you guys understand, data doesn't come free. When you want actual institutional grade data, with all of the text and all the information that it comes with, you have to pay for it, okay? So we paid for it. Then we started testing strategies candle by candle, okay? Now, testing strategies is a very, very tedious thing, and I'm going to show you how to test your own strategy, okay? So let's do a very simple strategy here, and let's test it, okay? So very simply, if you look right here, so we'll make a very simple strategy. So you guys see, this is the super trend right here. You see how the line is red, okay? Let's test a strategy because if you want to be successful in trading, you need to know this, all right? Now, you see how the line is red? Now, let's just make it up because trading strategies are made up and then you test it. So you make it up, then you test it. So the strategy is if the super trend reverses. So once it goes red to green or green to red, we enter a buy trade or a sell trade. And then we set our stop loss take profit at 100 points. Okay, so now let's see if this strategy is profitable. Now let's go, and there we go. So right here on this candle, the super trend went green. So let's say this is 108.713. Okay, so our stop loss would be 108.613, and our take profit would be 108.813. Okay, 100 points above, 100 points below. Now we see what happens. 813 right there. There we go. So this hit take profit. Okay, so now what we do is we go into an Excel file, we write the open price, which market it is, open time, close price, stop loss, take profit, and then we write whether it hit stop loss or take profit, whether it was profitable or not. Okay, now we go to the next, row in Excel, and we do the same thing over and over. So this is how strategies are tested. It's very tedious. We have thousands of Excel files of testing everything you think you can imagine. Now, what we did was we eventually figured out that none of those things, technical analysis, it just doesn't work. So I always say it's just art on a chart. Okay. Now, let's see right here. 9 to 5 day traders saying, boy, oh boy, laughing emoji. Okay. So, right here, explain to me what you're laughing about, because here's the reality. I make more every single day than I know 100% guaranteed you're making every month. Okay, every day I make more than your monthly income. And I do it from trading without selling anything. So actually, it's so funny because people come here and you're living in your mom's basement and you're worried about the price of cilantro, okay? And you should just come here and learn exactly how I make money, because it's completely for free. Okay, you don't have to pay. So just come here and learn. All right, the Griff is saying that's pretty bold. Let's see. Positive. Yo, what up, Positive? What's going on? OG. What up, HSM? Let's go. Let's see. Right here. Are we in a sell? Okay, so right now we're not in a sell, but I did take a sell trade earlier. We hit about $1,000 in take profit on that. So Bav is saying it might not work for everyone. How come some of the best traders in the world use TA? Show me one. Okay, show me one trader who you're saying is the best in the world and is using technical analysis, and I will go to their website and I will find where they're selling you a course. Because guess what? They're not even trading. They're not trading. And it's so crazy to actually realize that, because none of them do their trades live on a live account on a regulated and licensed broker. They're all selling you courses. Okay. All right. So, let's see. Okay. So basically anyone, Mr. November, what's going on? So basically 100% guaranteed right now on this live. Okay. If you're doing technical analysis, you are either already net negative down right now, or you will guaranteed lose money over time. 100% guaranteed, okay? So what happens is, because I've actually tested it, that's the only reason. And, everyone says, oh, I figured out my way. Okay, did you test it? No, you didn't, okay? That's the problem. You've been doing it for like 3 weeks. That doesn't count, okay? So let's go over exactly then. Wait, you're probably like, wait, hold on. If technical analysis doesn't work, then AKA, how do you make money? Okay, how can you claim that you make thousands of dollars a day if you're not even analyzing the markets? Okay, so very simply, for anyone who wants to get started, by the way, just go to my website, akpwc.com, follow the steps, and just get started. There's no course to buy. There's no payment portal. You don't have to buy anything. You don't have to pay for anything. Just go watch this video. Okay, so what we actually did was we got a hold of institutional grade tools, which are not really available to, the regular Joe Blow. And then we built upon that technology, and now we have our custom range bars. Okay, now the way that the range bars work is they are only generated when the market actually moves. Okay, so they're not time based. Everyone always asks me, what's the time frame on the range bars? there's no time frame. It's not based on time. So what it very clearly shows us is which way the markets are going based on price only, because that's the only thing that really matters, right? It's only the price that actually matters. So right here, we can see exactly what the price is doing. Now, remember, the price only goes up and the price goes down. That's the only two ways the market moves, up or down. Now, what we want to be able to do is, okay, let's say the market is going up and it's starting to come back down. We want to enter a sell trade, but how will we know when that's happening? Because the range bars show us. And when the market is coming down and the trend is reversing and we're starting to go back up, that's when we're looking for a buy trade. And that's exactly how the range bars work. All right. So the Griff, how long is your trade history? If it's anything less than 2 to 5 years, don't even bother. All right. 9 to 5 day trader is saying just be careful. Exactly. Be careful, because anywhere else you go other than this, you will 100% guaranteed get scammed. Okay. And FX is saying, show us your trading history. For sure. I'm the only one that can show you this. By the way, let's see if we can actually do a live trade. And I do all of my trades live. Okay. All my trades are done live. They're all recorded on TikTok, YouTube, and Twitch every single day. So for all of you guys, and it's actually funny because a lot of the people who've been following me now for like years and years, because I've been live on TikTok for, I think, over 5 years now. So a lot of those people started off as haters, and then they came in every single day hating, and they realized that if they were just taking those trades, they would have just been making thousands of dollars as well. And now they've been following me for so many years, okay? So, and obviously they haven't paid anything, okay? So, Dante is saying not good marketing, talking bad on others. No. It's actually, I'm trying to protect you guys, is that if you go anywhere else, you will get scammed. Because they're going to sell you a course, they're going to sell you a bot. What I always say is the only place your money should be going is into your own trading account, nowhere else. Okay? Nobody in here is trying to sell. No, the Griff. I don't think you're actually listening. What I'm saying is, if you go anywhere else, all of these guys on TikTok, YouTube, wherever, you're going to get scammed because they're going to sell you a course. Okay, and they're not even going to give you a strategy. I give you an actual profitable trading strategy. I'll show you guys my trading history just so you guys can see. So for this month, that's a crazy number. Okay, let's just do 3 months. Okay, for a period of 3 months. Okay, I'll show you guys this right here. And all of these trades, by the way, they were done live. So you can see all the winning and losing trades. They're all right there. They're all right there. Okay, let's go all the way down. This is a few hundred trades that we've done. In the past 3 months, on a live account, USD, on a regulated and licensed broker, I've made $170,255.70. And guess what? You could have just been here watching every single day, following along, and also making money without paying anything. Even if you did it quietly, which is crazy. So, and then the next thing I'll show you is my entire trading history. So let's go to all, okay? Let's go to all right here. Mark is saying, got you on YouTube. You can see so much more for sure. FX is saying that broker is a scam. How? It's actually impossible. They're licensed and regulated in multiple countries. So here, go to CM. Right here, regulations. So you can see they literally have their license numbers. So they're licensed and they're regulated in multiple countries. You can see right there, regulated in these 3 places. All right. So basically anything other than what I'm doing here right now, if you do, you're guaranteed to lose money. All right. There we go. What broker is that? So we're, yeah, for sure. The Griff, that's what it is. Now, here's the thing. It's so funny. I'm going to say this just once and then I'll actually move on to the strategy and all of that. It's that when I scroll TikTok and I see that, oh, there's this guy, he's claiming 98% win ratio, which is, you guys know, it's a lie. And obviously it's a scam. And he's saying, oh, buy my Discord, it's $200. the comment section is full. It's full of people being like, send me the link. How do I pay? How do I pay? Oh, bro, that's amazing. 90% win ratio. How do I pay? And I'm like in the comments like, guys, that's a scam. Nobody on this planet gets 90%. Like, this is crazy. Like, and I get booted from that live because everyone's like, oh, you're a hater. But I'm here. I'm doing all my trades live and I show you guys everything. And I don't even sell anything. But my comment section is hilarious. Okay, so let's go right here. And I'll show you my entire trading history on this this account. So you can see it's over 3,200 trades. Now, if I go all the way here, guys, very clearly, I'll show you guys right here. We started this account last year, okay? If you're watching, you would have seen it. We started this account last year in January 3rd, 2024, timestamped at 8:55 p.m. It got funded. We started with 200,000, okay? Last year, we started with 200,000. I pulled out 80,000 just a few months ago because that's what I need for my bills, okay? Because I need my account to grow. And we've made a profit of $599,482.99 in the past year and a half. And all the trades were done live here, okay, in front of you guys. So basically, what I'm trying to say is that you should just come here and learn, all right? Let's see. Okay, so let's go into how the trading strategy works. Okay, so basically the way that there's 5 steps that I take to make thousands of dollars every single day. And by the way, it's all free. Okay, so step 1. We wait for the range bar reversal. Yeah, we missed the buy. Whoever called that was a perfect entry for a buy. I missed it. It's okay. We got to put we just got to deal with some things first. Now, what is a reversal on the range bar? So very simply, this right here, this is a reversal. Okay, so when the range bars go from red to green, or they go from green to red, that's a reversal. Okay, now remember, when it comes to trading, what even is trading? Trading is way different than investing, okay? The way that investing works is, you buy something and now you're stuck. And the only way you can make money is if the market goes up. This is why I never invest. I only trade because, as we all know, the markets go up and the markets go down. So I want to be able to make money whether the markets go up or down. That's why we trade. Now you can see right here, if I was to click the buy button and the price of anything goes up, we make money. And then if I was to click the sell button and the price of anything goes down, then we make money. So we can actually make money on any market and regardless of which way it's going, okay? So the last thing right here, this number that says 10, this is called our lot size, okay? This determines the size of our trade. Now the main thing that I always tell everybody is, guys, we should be minimizing our risk as much as possible, okay, to less than 1%, because that's how I do it too. I risk less than 1% always. So this is why I always say it's important to have as much margin in your account, because then we risk as little as possible. But most people will always do the opposite, which is, they start with as little as possible, then they risk as much as possible. So they literally do the opposite of what I'm saying, which is what 99% of people will end up doing. Now, the reality is that, most people are actually, most of you guys will not actually make it in life, okay? That's just the reality. It's because you do not have the discipline. You do not have the mental capacity to be able to just do the same thing every day consistently. You're unable to do that. But there's going to be a very few handful of you guys who actually understand how to have some self-control. And those are the people that are actually going to make it. Because let me tell you guys something. When I was a kid, I didn't grow up rich, okay? I grew up what you can call poor, okay? I didn't grow up with a lot of money. Pizza was a luxury. That's how I grew up. And what happened is I've been able to make money from trading in a way where now I'm making what most people make in a whole month every day. So what I'm trying to tell you guys is there's so much potential. Okay, there's so much potential in this business, it's actually ridiculous. But the only thing is, you actually have to do it properly. That's the problem. Most people will actually treat it like gambling. Now, if you treat it like gambling, yes, you might have some huge wins. Okay, it happens all the time. Like you put in 10K, you risk the whole 10K, you get out with 80,000. It happens. Okay, I'm not gonna say it doesn't happen, but the reality is, the chances of that happening are very low. Okay, so what I'm trying to show everybody here is, hey, listen, how about instead of gambling everything away, why don't we just make income? Let's just make income, because that's what I do. I make an income of around $2,000 to $5,000 a day. But check this out. The one thing that I'll tell you guys is, look at my account balance. It's at 729,000 USD. Okay, on 700,000, I'm making around $2,000 to $5,000 a day. Now, if the number sounds like a lot, $2,000 to $5,000 a day, but it's the same thing as if, let's say on $1,000 account, you're making like $1 or $2 a day. Now it doesn't sound like a lot, right? Now it's like, wait, that's not a lot. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to tell you guys. Basically, trading is about making income on a regular basis rather than having 10x's or 100x's or 500x's, okay? And that's where most people go wrong. Most people go wrong because they get too greedy. And the problem with this business is there's too much money to be made. That's the problem. So what happens is you might have that huge win and you think you can do it over and over and over again. But I'm telling you right now, you cannot do it over and over and over again. That's not how this business works. Okay, so let's go ahead and see if there's any trades that we can take here right now. Okay, there we go. So we're getting this reversal right here on the range bars. Guys, live trade. So red to green, we're having red to green and the super trend is green. I'm going to go ahead and enter this buy trade right here, okay? So I just entered a buy trade. Now, remember, this is less than 1% risk, okay? Now, this, for me, because I did 10 lots, this is a $1,000 trade. Now, what I'm going to do is, and I do the same thing every single day, I'm going to click and drag my entry down to $1,000, which is 100 points below my entry. And I'm going to click and drag my entry up to $1,000, which is right behind the buy and sell button. And there's 100 points. Now, we always set our stop loss and take profit always at 100 points. Now, this is a live $1,000 trade. We just entered and we set our stop loss, we set our take profit. Now, we always set it at 1-to-1 risk reward ratio. Okay, why is that? It's because we've actually tested everything. Okay, and what we figured out is that statistically, the market, even on trend reversals, will have pullbacks of up to 100 points. Okay, the market will have pullbacks of up to 100 points. So we want to give the trade enough room to be able to move without kicking us out too early. Now, a lot of people, what they'll say is, it seems smart that, hey, what if I was to just risk, let's say you're trying to do a $100 trade. What if I was to just risk $5 but try to make 100? It sounds smart. You're like, I'm a genius. Why would I risk 100 when I could just risk 5 and I could just, try to make 100? Now, what's happening is exactly what's going to happen. The market has pullbacks. So as soon as it pulled back, you're going to get kicked out of the trade. And you're going to continue to get kicked out of the trade over and over and over again. Okay? So the one thing that I'll always tell you guys is that, when it comes to the trading strategy, we get around a 60 to 65% accuracy at 1-to-1 risk reward ratio, which is 1-to-1 risk reward ratio means our stop loss and take profit is the same distance from our entry. Now, here's the thing. What happens is it's impossible, just so you guys understand, it's physically impossible to win all of your trades. You cannot do that. Not even the banks win all of their trades. Not even the hedge funds win all of their trades. Literally nobody on this planet wins all of their trades. So, sometimes I go live and I'm in a trade and it hits stop loss and all the haters come out. Okay, all the quiet haters come out and they're like, haha, you hit stop loss. Doesn't work, does it? And I'm sitting here thinking, I made $70,000 this month, including the losing trades. And these guys are focused on the one trade that hit my stop loss. Clearly, they don't either understand how trading works, or they don't understand even how basic business works, or third, they're actually just a basement dweller that is actually just, very content with living in his mom's basement and yelling at her because she didn't make him dinner instead of being a real man and actually going and making money. So those are the only three options if you're actually a hater, because I come here every single day, I answer all of your questions. I'm here to help. I don't even charge you a single penny. So actually, this is a free service, okay? This is a free service. And the reality of this is that, you come here, you learn something, and if you benefit, if you start trading, you become a trader for a long time, you're able to use our strategy and our trading system, maybe even develop on it a little bit yourself, add a few layers, and you become successful, that's really good for you, okay? Because you didn't pay anything. And then on the other side, it's also good for us, because guess what? On the other end of it, because obviously I don't have millions and millions and millions of dollars, and yeah, this trade just hit stop loss. So because I don't have millions and millions of dollars, what happens is, when you guys go and you trade with a bottle and you use the promo code, if you even do, from the spread commissions, they give us a small percentage. Okay, it adds to our trading account. The account gets bigger. I can do bigger trades. But here's the thing. This is a win-win scenario, because let's say you come and you blow your account in 2 trades. Really, it's not good for you and it's not good for us. Okay, it's not. It's just not good. So I'm not going to sit here and charge you 5,000, 10,000, 15,000, without providing you value. I actually give you the value first, because that way it's beneficial to you. Okay, so anyways, also obviously I have ulterior motive, because what I'm trying to do is I need to be able to build my trading system and our technology that we've spent over $500,000 on into and be able to plug it into an exchange, which actually costs millions and millions of dollars. So that's why we're actually here. We're doing so much marketing. We're doing all of this because we need someone who actually understands the technology we built is worth billions of dollars, and which you guys get for free, but it's worth billions of dollars if we can just plug it into the markets. But that takes hundreds of millions of dollars. So hopefully that answers, why it is that it's free here and all of that. Okay. Yeah, exactly. So it says saying, I think you hit stop loss. Yes, we did. I'm the only one that will show you all of my trades. But here's the funny thing. Look, this is how much profit we've made in the past year and a half. So it's okay if I hit my stop loss. Okay. And this is including hitting my stop loss. All right. The Griff is saying many ways to skin the cat. If you guys think you have the secret answer, you're hot. No. We actually have, because anyone else who's done what we've done has already gone to the billions of dollars. Let's see. All right. Yo, Issa, Dobby saying, what's up? Thanks for the help. What exchange app do you use? So basically we're trading on a bottle, which is licensed and regulated trading platform. So guys, for anyone who wants to get started, all you got to do is go to my website, akpwc.com, and seriously watch this video. It'll go through everything. Watch this video. Okay, it's very, very important. It's very important that you watch this video, because it's in 13 minutes. It's going to explain to you exactly how everything works, what we're doing here. And then all you got to do is just follow these steps. All right. Let's see right there. Okay. Now, one thing that a lot of people don't even understand is, what is an equity curve? Now, the reason why most of you guys will end up losing money is because of this very simple thing that I'm about to go over. Okay. It's called the equity curve. Okay. Now, right here, what is an equity curve? So an equity curve is your account balance over time. Okay, so let's say we have a profitable trading system or a profitable trading strategy. All right, Mark is saying 10 years from now, people will be begging for this to be free. Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure by that time, we'll probably be at about $2 billion minimum. All right, Yo, positive, what up, what up? All right, so this, let's say we have a profitable trading strategy, okay? It's gonna look something like this. This is the sloppiest one I've made so far, okay? Obviously, what does this mean? This is your account balance over time. Now, the reason it goes up and down is because obviously we're winning some trades, we're losing some trades, right? Now, the problem is you don't know where you're gonna begin on this equity curve, all right? FX, there's so many people that are live here every single day that are making money because we do all of our trades live daily. So right here, what's happening is, let's say you start trading and you start here on the equity curve. Okay, you start right there. Now, over this period of time, let's say this is, for example, 2 months. Okay, so let's say this is 2 months right here. Obviously, this is a profitable trading strategy, right? Because your account balance starts here and it ends up here. This is profitable over time, right? Now, the problem is a lot of people do this where they start trading, they have a little bit of a drawdown. Now, this could be 2 months or 2 weeks or, it could be any amount of time. Now, let's say you're doing this over 2 months, but you keep losing money. What are you going to say? This doesn't work, right? You're like, I've been doing this for 2 months. It doesn't work. But is this strategy profitable? Yes, it is. What did you just have to do? You just had to be consistent over time. You just had to run it like a business, right? Now, this is why most traders lose money, is because you might have a profitable trading strategy, but you're not consistent. Now, the second big problem comes with margin. So what is margin? Margin is basically, for example, how much money you really have in your account. So let's say you start with $1,000, okay? So let's say you start with 1K. Now, if I was to copy this exact, trading strategy that we, equity curve that we have, and I just copied it up here. So let me just try to make this, okay? All right, who can tell me what the problem is here? Okay, who can tell me what the problem is? I'll tell you what the problem is. Right here, you went to 0. Okay, so basically, this is a profitable trading strategy, but, right there, because you didn't have enough margin in the account, you went to 0. Okay, so now let's do the exact same equity curve with 10,000. Let's see how that looks. Okay, same thing. And let's just, again, same thing, like this. Okay, now what happened? We survived because we had margin in the account. Okay, so this is why I always tell people, a lot of people when they start trading, what happens is they always say, what's the minimum I can start with? What's the minimum I can start with? But the reality is that's actually the wrong question. The right question is, what's the maximum that you really can start with? Because the goal is to be as far away from 0 as possible. That's the goal, as far away from 0 as possible. And then we want to risk as little as possible per trade. This is why on a $700,000 account, I'm literally just doing like $1,000 to $2,000 trades because I'm minimizing my risk and I'm able to just be consistent and make income every single day. All right. All right, so everyone's asking, so what is the website? Guys, if you guys want to get started, you can get access to all of this information. Basically, I've made videos on everything, and it's completely for free. Don't go pay anyone to learn how to trade because you're going to get scammed. Don't go pay anyone for their Discord. Don't go pay anyone for their subscription because you're just going to end up getting scammed because you're not actually, going to get any value out of it. Because remember one thing, if there's anyone that's selling anything, they're not making money in the markets. That's just the reality. Okay, I'm the only one that actually straight makes money from the markets, and I do it live with you guys here every single day. So just go to my website, akpwc.com, watch the video, follow the steps, and then join me live here every single day as I do all of my trades live. I answer all of your questions. And, and by the way, if you guys are in the Toronto area, here's our office address. There's my phone number. You guys can actually call me or text me at any time. Okay, there's my number. Nobody else does this. You can call me, text me if you have any questions. Here's my office address. Everyone hides behind a keyboard, but I'm here. Okay, I'm actually here. And you can come visit me. If you come visit me, I got snacks, I got drinks for you. We'll sit, we'll go over your trading strategy. We'll go over my trading strategy. We'll go over how you're most likely 100%, if you're doing anything else, losing money over time, and how you're actually going to be able to be profitable. So that's what we're here to do. So take a screenshot. If you're in the Toronto area, come visit me in person. Let's see right here. Are you trading only crypto? So Gilu, here's the thing. Basically, what's happening is that because it's the weekend, it's only the crypto markets that are open. But usually I trade gold and I trade a lot of NASDAQ and I also trade Bitcoin. Okay, these are the three pairs that I trade. Because what you have to realize is that all the markets are the same. Okay, there's actually no difference. It's just some move a little faster than the others, but that's about it. Because making $100 on Bitcoin, because all of our trades are settled in USD. Okay, so it really doesn't matter. When you go to the store, they're not going to say, how'd you get this $100? Was it through Bitcoin or NASDAQ? Okay, they're not going to do that. So it doesn't matter because $100, I'll give you an example, $100 sell trade profit on Tesla is the same thing as $100 buy trade on Bitcoin, is the same thing as $100 sell trade on gold, is the same thing as $100 buy trade on British pound. It's all the same. It doesn't matter what market it is, and it doesn't matter what direction, whether a buy or sell. All right. So the Griff. Now, here's the thing. The only reason I say that is because 99.9% of people are really just gambling because they haven't tested their strategies. That's what it really is. Unless you've tested strategies for years and years of data, and then you have years and years of track record, because I have actual track record of over 5-6 years, that I can pull up. So of profitable trades doing the exact same thing, no difference. Okay, all of the trades were taking the exact same way, using the range bars, risking less than 1%, confirming with either the super trend or the PSAR. Like all of the trades were done the exact same way. All right. Dealer saying, do you get a percentage from Abado? So basically, if you use the promo code and you register from the spread commissions, they'll give us a small percentage. Yeah. Let's see right here. What's the broker you use? So we're using GOOOOO. GOOOOO is licensed and regulated in multiple countries, and we're trading on their Abado platform, GOOOOO Abado. All of the links are actually on my website, so you just go to akapwc.com. All right. So let's see what's going on with the range bars. So when do I actually take the trade on the range bar? So I'm always waiting for the reversal. Okay, so green to red, we're looking for a sell trade. Red to green, we're looking for a buy trade. But then it also needs to confirm with the super trend. So the only way I would actually take a buy trade is if the range bars are going red to green. All right. Let's see. Yeah.
So normally there are a few kind of organizations which actually don't allow you to withdraw all the amount, and there is a certain time period that you're doing that, and then you will be able to withdraw only a certain percentage of the amount that you have.
Like prop firms?
The profit that you have in the account, for example.
Yeah.
The basic amount and the profit you earn.
Yeah.
Just for an example, somebody wants to withdraw.
Yeah.
You cannot withdraw.
Are you talking about prop firms?
Yeah, the other firms that are doing trading, I'm just saying that.
Yeah.
This also is a question that you cannot withdraw all the money.
You cannot withdraw all the money. There's firms that do that. Yeah, so here's the thing. Those are all scams.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what it is. So there's so many scams going around now where it's like you send your money to a guy on WhatsApp or like, whatever, something like that. And what they say is, oh, you sent us 10,000. It's now 4.8 million. And if you want to take that out, you have to pay us another 10,000.
Yeah.
That's a scam. Don't get caught up in any of those things. Okay, this is why we always use licensed and regulated brokers, because everyone comes here after having gotten scammed. Okay, everyone's gotten scammed, then they come here and they're like, oh, what do I do now? And I'm like, I mean, it would have been great if you didn't get scammed, but now that that's happened, understand that this is why I always say, you should never send your money to anyone. And the only place your money should be going is into your own trading account on a licensed and regulated trading platform. That's it. Don't even pay me. You shouldn't even pay me. You shouldn't pay anyone else, really. Okay. And you should just be able to fund your own account, trade with your own account using a profitable trading system and strategy. And that's what we give you guys here. That's what we're here for. All right. I've never used a prop firm. Do you like them? No, Griff, I don't use prop firms either. Let's see. What do you trade on Sundays? So usually I just trade Bitcoin on Sundays. So I just trade crypto because there's still money to be made every single day. So yeah, I still trade on the weekends. I come here at the office. Everybody loves to see live trades. So I do some live trades. Now, here's the thing, guys. Go to my website right now, akapwc.com. Follow the steps. Get your account set up, get it funded, get it verified on Abado. They even give you $250 just for verifying your account. So there's actually no reason for you to waste time. Go get your account set up. I'll show you guys how to deposit. It's actually very simple. Click your email on the top right corner, and then you're just going to click deposit funds. Now, you can either do a bank transfer or crypto. Now, if you do bank transfer, it usually takes about 1 to 2 days. And they also give you a 5% deposit bonus. They do that with crypto as well. So you click proceed. Here is their banking information. So very simply, you just send it's an international wire transfer. So you send the wire transfer, and then the bank will give you like a receipt, a paper receipt that shows all the info. Take a picture of that and you email it to them. Now, here's the thing. A wire transfer will maybe cost like $30, $20, whatever it is, whatever your bank charges. But guess what? Abado will cover that fee. So they'll just credit it to your account. Okay, so it's really nice. Or if you do crypto, it's instant. Okay, so basically, everyone knows how to do crypto transfers. So you just enter the amount. So let's say it's like 1,000 or 10,000, whatever. You click proceed, continue funding. And then right here is the deposit page. So you just select the currency. They take all the major currencies, USDT, USDC, Bitcoin, even BNB, Litecoin, Solana, Tron, even Shiba Inu and Dogecoin, which is crazy. And then you can just fund your account. And it usually takes just a few minutes, and then it's in your account and you're ready to go. All right. Oh, wow. Bav, that's crazy. I would just get on Abado, because on Abado, you can start trading Bitcoin with like $10 in your account. What's the website? It's actually just my name.com, akapwc.com. So just go to my website. Everything is there, guys, akapwc.com. All right, let's see. Okay, let's see if we can do one last trade for the day, and then we'll call it a day, but I'll try to go live later tonight as well. So make sure you guys have everything set up, ready to go. So what am I waiting for right here? So you guys see how the range bars are going red, but the super trend is still green. Okay, super trend is still green, range bars are red. So what am I waiting for? As soon as the range bars go green, and if the super trend is still green, then I'll enter this buy trade, okay? So as soon as the range bars go green, let's just wait and see what happens. Taco, yes, of course, because, yeah, they're licensed and regulated. What's the website? Yeah, akapwc.com. All right, guys, let's see. As soon as the range bars go green, I'm going to do this last trade for $1,000, and then we'll see how it goes. All right. Yeah, a lot of traders, when they're trading, they're very impatient. They want to just be in a trade as soon as possible. But usually what happens is I'll wait for, oh, there you go. It's going green. All right, so I just entered this buy trade. All right, now, again, I'm going to set my stop loss right here at about 1,000 and click and drag my take profit up to about 1,000 right there. And there you go. So now we have our stop loss. We have our take profit set. Now we're just going to let this trade ride out. All right. Yeah, exactly. Daco, we've been using them for the past about 2 years, and they're really, really good. Guys, it's crazy. They have no fees, zero commission, zero swaps. If you're paying fees on your broker, I know you're losing money, and I know you're getting wrecked. All right. What's your aspirations with crypto? Any crypto you're particularly bullish on? No, so I actually never invest. I don't invest at all. Because here's the thing, when you're investing, unless you have, first of all, crypto investing is like so crazy because no one can predict the future. Okay. Now, here's the crazy thing. If I put my money into anything, statistically, markets go up around 8, 10, 12%, sometimes even 6% a year. Okay. Now, unless I have hundreds of millions of dollars, then investing literally doesn't make financial sense, because a lot of people think, oh, wow, Bitcoin went to 150,000 or 120,000. I remember when it was at 50,000. I wish I put money in. But how much money would you really have put? Just ask yourself that question. Would you have remortgaged your house? No. No, you wouldn't have. Actually, realistically, you might have put $500 in. Max like 1,000. Now, let's say you put it at 50,000, and Bitcoin's at 50,000. You put 1,000 in. Now you wait like a year or 2 years, however long it took, and now it's at 100,000. You didn't make 100,000. That's not how the math works. You just made 1,000, but you waited so long. But during that time, as the market was going up and down, I was able to make money consistently over time. All right. So 9 to 5 day trader is saying 2 stop loss. Oh my God. I mean, this one hasn't hit our stop loss yet, but let me just show you guys something. Okay. Now, because everyone is always like, oh no, oh my God, oh golly gee, stop loss. Let me show you something. Okay. Let me show you some stop loss. All right. There's one. There's another stop loss. There's another stop loss. Oh no, these are all profit. These are all profit. These are all profit. These are all profit. There's another stop. 2 in a row. 2 stop loss in a row. Oh my God, I must be losing money. But here's the thing. If I go all the way down and I look at my entire trading history, I'm for some reason in profit 598,000. Even though I'm losing some trades? Well, yes, because that's how this business works. Nobody gets 100% win ratio. It's not possible. It's literally impossible. So I get around a 60 to 65% win ratio, which is very profitable in the markets because every single day I'm live here and we make thousands of dollars.
Okay, Mohammed, quick question. What
Sure,
do you
yeah.
think, like, to make quick
quick money?
Yeah, and like, for instance, you invest in crypto.
Yeah.
You keep doing trading in crypto, or you should do simultaneously the stock exchange or other.
No, so here's the thing. The 3 markets that I mostly trade is Bitcoin, gold, and NASDAQ. Because these 3 markets are very fast, okay? And I'm able to go in and out of these 3 very quickly, okay, on average. So those are the 3 markets that I trade mostly, Bitcoin, gold, and NASDAQ. Now, remember, all the markets are the same. Trading Bitcoin is the same thing as trading NASDAQ. It's the same thing as trading gold. It's actually all the same thing. It's just a different name. But the strategy remains the same. Range bar reversal, confirm with the super trend, set stop loss, take profit at 100 points, risk less than 1%, and then not touch the trade. It's actually the same. It doesn't matter what the market is because we tested the strategy on every single market. Okay, so it really doesn't matter. What people don't get is when you run a business, some of your investment might not return, but who cares if over time you're profitable? That's oh my God, there are so few people on this planet that understand that. You, sir or madam, clearly have business sense, okay? What they're saying is, people don't get that when you're running a business, not every day or every single client will be profitable. That's not how it works. But let's say you go on a random Tuesday to any business, they might have lost money that day. Now, do you say, you're losing money, you're not profitable? No. You say, how did you do this quarter? Because that's a good amount of data. That's a good amount of time. That's a good amount of, business that you've done. So you can see, okay, actually, if over like 3 years, you're consistently not profitable, okay, then maybe this business is not profitable. That's the thing. But over 1 to 2 days, that's not how. Over a week, come on. All right. I've been here for a long time. Call me Barney. Barney, there we go. Barney is an OG. Let's see. How much profits for today? All right. So let's actually see over the past, let's just say, few days, how much we've done. Let's just say week, month. Hold on, let me just refresh. Let's see. What I like about the system is the trades don't take too long to complete. Yeah, because here's the thing. If you're doing anything past 100 points, you're actually gambling because you're trying to predict the future. And remember, nobody knows the future. That's the problem. Okay, so let me show you guys my trading history for the month. Okay, guys, here's my entire trading history for the month. Okay, let's go all the way down. Okay, we did a lot of trades this month. We're in profit. If you've been following for the past month, which is crazy, that's not even a long time. I've been going live for years. We've made a profit of $82,000. What were you doing? You were wasting time. You were getting scammed. You were playing COD with your boys. Remember, when I come live, it's AKA money time. That's what time it is. So make sure you guys turn on the live notifications. We've made over $82,000 just this month. All right. So there we go. This is not a bad month. It's a pretty good month. All right.
And you can do it anywhere in the world.
You could do it on a beach in Dubai if you want. As long as you have your laptop, as long as you have Wi-Fi, you're good to go. All right. The Griff, yeah, for sure, man. I appreciate you. For sure. Send me a DM. But guys, remember, there's actually a lot of scam accounts that are using my name and profile, like whatever picture. Don't get scammed, okay? Because I will never send you anywhere other than my website, which is akapwc.com, the official website. So just go to akapwc.com, watch this video. All right. Let's see. How much time does it take to learn? Okay, so Dua, here's the thing. Go to the website, akpwc.com, watch this video. It's 13 minutes. You'll learn everything. Guys, if you've ever wanted to get into trading and you're confused because everyone is saying the opposite of what the other person is saying, and one guy's saying market's going up, the other guy's predicting market's going down, and you're like, this is ridiculous, watch this video. Because I explain how I make thousands of dollars from the markets without selling anything. Look, no customers, no products, no sales. Just profit. Just profit from the market. That's all it is. Watch this video. All right. So I'm probably saying, what's the minimum amount to get started? So there's actually no minimum or maximum because the banks do this with billions and billions of dollars. So once you have your Abato account set up, click your email on the top right corner. You should just do this right now. Click deposit funds. You can either do a bank transfer or crypto. Remember, they're licensed and regulated in multiple countries. So you either do a bank transfer or crypto. So if you click crypto, you even get a 5% deposit bonus. Okay, so there's actually no reason to wait. Go get your account funded because I'll be live again later and we'll be doing more trades. We'll be making more money. Okay, and we're in profit once again. Barney knows. There we go, Barney. Let's go. Already have an account. Can I not do it on that? No. So here's the thing, Red Tie. What's happening is that you're paying a lot in fees and your spreads are huge. And you're getting wrecked without knowing it. And we actually did the math. If you're using some of like those brokers that have like really high fees, whoever you connect a TradingView to, it doesn't matter. You're paying huge amounts of fees, commissions, swaps, huge spreads, make your take your fees, monthly fees, all of these random fees that they're adding, this percentage, this percentage fee, this percentage fee. And over time, you're actually paying like 40%, 50%, 60% of your account balance in just fees. Nobody has done the math like that except us because this is the only thing we do. You guys all have jobs. You guys all have other things that you're doing to pay your bills. We don't have anything else. This is all I do. This is how I make money. So I'm telling you what the reality is, okay? Isa saying TP coming soon. Hopefully, we're waiting on it. What are the fees for buying and selling? So it's zero commission, zero swaps. So there's no commissions, there's no overnight holding fees at all. Let's see, what's the background noise? Oh, there's like people here having a conversation. All right, so let's see right here. Do you trade BTC on what time frame? Boba Fett, for sure. So I actually trade all of the markets here. What's it called? The time frame is always 1 minute. Okay, so sorry guys, they can hear you guys on the live side. So basically, the time frame is it's always 1 minute time frame, but not because we're analyzing candles. This is again what I'm gonna tell you guys. We're never analyzing these candles. We're on the 1 minute time frame because we're looking at the super trend indicator. Okay, we're looking at the super trend indicator. All right, there we go.
Quick question. So
yeah.
After 1 minute, that candle, it goes away or one trade is finished? I'm confused. Like,
what do you
mean?
We
are not looking for range bars, or we are just following the super trend?
No, so
in BTC, it was like super trend green, range bar was green, and I entered as a buy trade.
Yeah.
But that turned out to be red then.
Yeah, but that's okay. Because even over here, look, when I entered the trade, this was a buy trade because the super trend was still green. Then it turned red, but then it turned green again. So that's why we give the trade enough room to be able to move so we don't get kicked out. So we're actually just looking for the range bars, reversal, and then we're looking at the super trend indicator. All right. W saying, can you please explain the super trend indicator? For sure. So the super trend shows us the overall trend of the market. Okay. Now, if we look right here, so let me show you guys. When the super trend is red, you can see we're in a downtrend. And when the super trend is green, that means we're in an uptrend. Okay. Now, very simply, the way our strategy works is if the super trend is green, we only take buy trades. And if the super trend is red, we only take sell trades. So just like that, we get rid of half of the trades that you would be confused about taking. Do I take a buy? Do I take a sell? Well, guess what? What color is the super trend? Then that's the only trade that we would take according to our strategy. If the super trend is green, I'm only taking a buy trade. If the super trend is red, I'm only taking a sell trade. Okay? Does the system have... Yo, Steve, what's going on? Steve, what up? What up? Yeah, red tie, for sure. So this works from anywhere. So everyone's asking, does this work from here? Does it work from there? Guys, it works from everywhere. So go to akapwc.com, watch this video, and follow these steps. Because these 13 minutes that you watch this video might actually change your life. Okay? Which is crazy. For sure. I got you guys. Let's go.
Mohammed, one more thing is that it's happening as scam.
Yeah.
the people who are doing scams, that they will ask you to come to their offices for joining them.
Okay.
Even you cannot join them to Calgary. For the first time, you have to attend the session, pay them, and all that.
Oh, that's crazy.
So that's crazy because you are saying wherever you are,
Yeah.
you can start it. You can possibly do whatever the steps
Yeah.
are there. We have to follow them,
Yeah.
and then you are good to go.
You're
You
good to
don't
go.
Come to me. You don't.
You don't.
You
Actually-
are saying that this is me. This is the number. This is whatever it is.
Yeah.
But you're not actually
That's
stressing them, emphasizing them to come to you and to this stuff.
Yeah, no, exactly. Because here's the thing: this business can be done from anywhere in the world,
Yeah.
right? Because Abato is a global broker. Anywhere in the world, you can get your account set up, get it started, get it set up, and then also, our system runs on our website, which is available globally. There's over 700,000 registrations on our website, so you don't even have to come visit me in person. You can obviously, my number's there. You can call me. You can come if you want. Actually, I've had people that flew from like California, people that flew from like BC, like to come visit me. Yeah, which is like so great. That was fun, They came. I was like, "What? You flew from California? Let me order some food." So like we had food, we hung out, like we went through everything. So that's fine. But at the end of the day, I understand everyone has jobs, everyone has work. People are working like 13 jobs. Okay. So what I'm trying to show here is, look, I can make money from the markets. I figured it out. I spent over 4 years. I spent over $500,000 to develop our system. Okay. And now it's like, look, I'm able to do this. I did all the work. Here, you can have it. Okay. I did all the work here. This is like a 4,000 carat, like super VVS diamond bird. Okay. And I'm like, hey, look, I worked really hard on this, but you guys can have it because guess what? You can have it. This person can have it. Everyone can have it. And it's a win-win scenario. All right. Because I got another one.
And it doesn't even matter too if your account set up here, you're working, you went on a vacation, and you're still doing your trades anywhere in the world.
Anywhere in the world.
Oh.
So basically, your job is to understand that I'm giving you the exact steps that I take to make money in the markets. You don't have to pay me, and you should just go start to make income for yourself. The only place your money should be going is into your own trading account. So go get set up, go get started. Let's see what happens with this trade. This trade has been open for far too long. It's like, that meme of, it's been 84 years. Like that's how it feels like, okay? So let's see right here.
And you still don't close it. Just let it be.
Yeah, no, we're at about $630 so far on this trade. I'm just going to let it ride out. Okay. Are you the owner of this system? Yeah, so softball. Basically, our range bar system, this one that runs on our website, we built it. I built it with my team, with my business partner, with my team. We spent a lot of money developing this, okay? And a lot of time. Most people go to school, for years and years and years, and they pay thousands and thousands of dollars. We tested strategies in the market. In fact, I'll tell you guys a story, which is when I was very, very young, a kid. And by the way, just so you guys understand, my dad was making $5 an hour when I was growing up. Okay. I didn't come from money at all. And I've worked at like grocery stores. I've worked at Loblaws night shift, stocking shelves. I've worked at Tim Hortons. I've worked at Shoppers Drug Mart. I've done all of these things. Okay. I used to cereal. Okay. Like I've done that. Okay. Now here's the thing. One day I was on Instagram and I saw this guy who had, G-Wagon and flying private jet and all. And I was like, wow, this is crazy. So I DM'd him. I'm like, how do you make this money? Like, I want to also. And he's like, hey, I'm doing trading. If you want to learn, buy my course. And I was like, oh, wow. Okay, I'll buy it. How much is it? He's like, it's $1,000. I'm like, oh, damn. Because I'm making $8 an hour at that time, So I'm like, all right. So I worked, broke my back. Okay, can you imagine? Like a student in high school working at Tim's, whatever. I save up $1,000. I send him $1,000. Guess what I get? He didn't teach me how to trade. He actually just sent me a PDF. It was like 300 pages. And I'm like, I'm never going to read this. Like, let's just be honest. I didn't even study in school. I'm like, bro, you think I'm going to read this? I'm like, no, I'm not. And what I realized was I just got scammed because I made the payment on his G-Wagon. I worked hard, I spent the hours, and I paid him, and I got scammed. This is why you should actually understand that I'm the only one that you should listen to when it comes to trading. Because if you go anywhere else, you will get scammed, just like how I did when I was a young kid. Okay? This is why I don't sell anything. This is why you'll never find that I've ever sold a course. I've never once sold a course. Ever. Yet, every single day, I still make thousands of dollars from the market. And that's what I'm here trying to show you guys is that, look, it's possible. There's so much potential. But most of you guys will waste your time. You guys will waste time. You guys will go. Because I'm going to tell you very clearly, look, put as much money as possible into your own trading account, 10,000, 50,000, 100,000, and then try to just make small income from it. $100 a day, $200 a day, $500 a day, $1,000 a day. Okay, income. But this guy, and I'm like, do it for free. Put your own money into your own trading account, all that. But the other guy who the next time you scroll TikTok or wherever, he's going to say, this is how I turned $100 into $5 million. Okay? And you can learn how to do this too. Just pay me $200 or $500 or $1,000. And you're going to say, wow, that sounds like a great deal. I'm not going to listen to AKA because he's telling me I can just make income, but this guy's telling me that I can become a billionaire. You're going to go get scammed. So that's what I'm saying. Don't get scammed. All right. Yeah, Steve, so slow. I've been in this trade for way, way too long. How do you get the super trend indicator on your chart? All right. So all you got to do is click indicators at the top. Okay. Then you're going to click this yellow button that says indicator store. Then you're going to search by name and search super, S-U-P-E-R. There's the super trend. Then just click super trend. I already have it installed. So you're just going to click install. And then you're going to go back to indicators and you're going to find it under trend. Under trend, it's going to say super trend. So click there. And now I don't change any settings at all. Okay. I just click apply and that's how I get the super trend indicator. All right. Steve is saying, AKA sold me a course for $0. Steve, why you do this? You give everyone you scare everyone with those things. All right. Let's see. The trade is still open. Trade is still open. Yeah. I know. Steve got jokes. Steve's been here for so long. See, Steve, positive. There's so many guys that have been here for years and years. All right. I think these guys remember when I didn't even have an office and I was doing it from my condo years and years ago. All right. Have a good one. Take care.
See you.
Yeah. See you.
When I open them.
Yeah. Sounds good. Yeah. No problem. All right. 1 minute, not done yet. So Hazard, basically the time frame on the chart is 1 minute, but our trade is always point based. So it's at 100 points above, 100 points below always. Okay. So our trade is not based on time. It's based on points.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But that's a really good question because that's a really good question. Positive saying, definitely remember those are the COVID days. I know. Positive's been watching since COVID, which was what, 2019? So Positive, that's crazy. Positive, you've been watching for 6 years. That's insane. OG. We definitely need to link up someday. Skycom is saying, one time I saw the hands make 16K in one trade. Oh my God, Skycom remembers. I think that was like 7 years ago. That's crazy. So back in the day, I used to it was just the camera facing my hand, and I would just
I watched those videos.
Yeah, and I would just be like, yeah, so this is what I'm doing, guys. And it was just a hand, and everyone thought I was just a hand. But now it's like I'm a person.
So you win 16K. So you put 16K on for the trade as well, or no?
So
the amount you made.
So it was based on the lot size. So I did a big lot size. So when the market moves, the value was 16,000.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, Positive, man. Come down anytime. You're welcome here anytime. All right. Steven's saying, I remember when AKA only had hands. I know. I've grown a body now. That's hilarious. Oh yeah, the trade was the body grew with the account. You guys are hilarious. Yeah, exactly. The trade was supposed to be for 5K, but it went to 16,000. Yeah, that's so you guys have seen that actually happens like sometimes where I'll enter the trade and I'm setting my stop loss and the market just takes off. And it goes way past where my take profit was supposed to be. I think just a little while ago, it was the same. I was doing a $1,000 trade and it went to like 2,500. And I was like, okay, well, I'm going to close that trade. So that's the only time I actually closed the trade manually. All right. All right. Let's see. 100. He recently bought a watch for 100K. Actually, this watch, okay, I guess 48,000 USD is probably around like 60, 70,000 Canadian. That's how much. Yeah, so I just got this recently, AP Royal Oak, which was pretty insane. But yeah, I mean, we had a great month. I made over 80,000 this month. So I was like, you know what? Sometimes we got to do it. Also, I bought a Rolex Daytona just like a few weeks ago. That was like 30,000. And by the way, everyone's always like, what does AKA PWC mean? So it was, I made this very, very long time ago, but it was also known as private watch collector. Because back in the day, I used to collect watches and then I got into it and now I'm back into it. All right. So now we're collecting watches again. So guys, for anyone who wants to get started, don't waste time. Go right now, akpwc.com, follow the steps, get your Botto account set up, get it funded, get it verified. I don't know what you're waiting for because every day, you know, we come live here every day. We make money every single day. You know, we answer your questions and you don't have to pay. So go get your Botto accounts funded, get it verified, get it set up. And then let's start making money every single day. Yo, positive. There we go. I appreciate it, man. Yeah, let's go. The car on the desk is very irritating. Yo, this is my Porsche 918 Spider. Look at this. It's actually floating. All right. Okay, so here's the thing. This trade has been going on for far too long, so I'm going to call it a day here on this live. Thank you guys all for joining. Thanks for the likes, the comments, the questions, the haters. You guys are all welcome here every single day because I will be coming live here daily, making your monthly incomes every day. And you only have two options. One is, you know, either you're going to keep watching and you're going to come back like a month later and I might be at $1 million, or 2 months later and I might be well over $1 million. And then you can still be and then you can try to join at that time, which means you would have just wasted time. Or right now, you go to my website, akapwc.com. You watch the video. You get motivated because, you know, most likely you're just sloppy on your couch. You get motivated. You're like, oh my God, because go watch the trade that I did in that video. I did it at this office here live. Okay. Go watch that trade. It's basically how much you make in a whole year I made on a trade. Okay. Using our system. Then follow the steps. Register on a Botto, get it funded, get it verified. Then go get access to our range bar system. Okay. Now you have access to our range bar system and you have access to your Botto trading account. Well, how do you use it? Click step 3. Watch training videos, which again is completely free. Go to our school, watch the training videos, and then just start practicing. And then just join me live here every single day. Ask any questions that you guys want, because that's what I'm here for. For sure, Mark, let's go. My neighbors won't like me this time next year. Yeah, I mean, if you pull up with a loud Lambo, they will definitely not like you. Talk about the current trade. The current trade is still open. We entered a buy trade. We set our stop loss take profit at 100 points. It's just been hovering there. And that's basically it. And Gil is saying, are you telling us when to buy, when to sell, or it's our responsibility? So basically, I do all of my trades. I give you my system and strategy, and then it's really up to you to do the trades, you know, because I'm not going to handhold you through that. All right. Okay, let's see. All right, so basically, the market is just not moving. So we'll call it a day here, guys. Thank you guys all for joining. I appreciate every single one of you guys. Shout out to Mark, Yelu Positive, Skycom, Steve, HSM. Who else has been here for so long? DD Boy. Shout out to Barney. VK for sure. Dobby. All right, guys. Have a good one. Take care. Get your accounts funded and started and ready to go, and don't waste time. Go to my website, akpwc.com. Everything is right there completely for free. All right, guys. Have a good one. Take care, and we'll see you guys in a little